Mr. 97, is it possible to develop a visionary? I've had little success developing people to this level. It feels like they are either or not. Hey, Keith, you here? You still here, man? Can we have a little talk? Okay, how you doing? Good to see you.
It's good to see you. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather today, but I'm glad to be here.
Great to have you, my friend. Yeah, you sound a little raspy.
Yeah, it's been pretty rough. Non-COVID, but there's still other illnesses besides COVID. So
you ain't kidding. All right, wait. So lay it on me. So let's talk about this, because I think this is a really great question.
So so where I am at my current company, and I'm trying to obviously move out, but I need to get visionaries in to be able to replace where I'm going to be going. And so I can always develop people to coaching and leaders, and I can get them to a certain level, but I feel like they're so close to getting to be a visionary, and then they just slip back down the mountain. They just and there are people who are visionary, but it's like they already have that twinkle, when you're talking to them. And you can get people to learn the mechanics of doing things that a visionary does, but that's different, like what you were saying, when you're creative, to be able to just see the vision and rally people. And I really had a lot of struggles building people to that visionary status. And I'm just wondering, am I spinning my wheels? Like, are people either they are creative or they aren't, and they either are visionaries or not?
Okay, I love this question. I'm going to give it to you straight. You watch football, you watch baseball, you watch anything. You know what that expression? You can't teach speed.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what this one's all about. You can't teach vision. You just can't, because vision to me isn't about, well, you're more creative than you. No, vision comes from attitude, drive, and want. Okay, so I don't know if it was Kendra was talking about, like, making time to do it. It is, we all have the time. We all have the ability. That's my actual view. So I think you have the ability. It becomes a function of desire. Okay, so if there is a willingness to look at it from so many different angles, if there is a willingness to seek out the counsel that you need, if there is a so to me, I genuinely believe we are a function of our heights, not our averages. So wait, I want to be really clear about what I mean here and why I'm saying this. We are what we do day in and day out, right? So I create videos every week. I create multiple videos every week. Okay, I am not a function of the number of videos and my average videos. You found me as an example from my 5 greatest hits. Okay, so, Einstein, how many patents did they have? How many did Edison have? How many do you remember of the thousands? You remember how many, right? So we all become a function of our greatest hit. In order to have a greatest hit, it isn't about swinging for the fences. It's about just having more swings, right? By me putting more videos, just good videos out every week, I have a better chance of having a hit. Okay, to me, that's what part of what a visionary does, is having enough swings and attempts at it and being completely unafraid to have epic failures that help you, because you're gathering and observing and seeing so much data of what's working and what isn't, that you are eliminating things that won't become awesome, because you took so many swings and had so many misses, that what's left is what's brilliant. Okay, so to me, that isn't a function of can you do it? It's a function of, are you willing to put the effort and the time and take the swings at the plate to be there? So let's go back to like very basic stuff, for stuff you guys can all relate to, or if you're new, maybe you've never seen it, but I mentioned this in the package. So my excellence planning. So sit down in the morning, I go through my whole routine, and I go through this in a number of different places in your program. But just very quickly, I ask myself a minimum of 5 questions, right? What can I do to better serve my customers? What can I do to better market my services, and so on? What should I stop doing, and things of this nature? It isn't that I sit down one day and all of a sudden have a brilliant idea. It's that I sit down every day and do it. Okay. And then it's, how many of these can I implement? And a lot of them are little tweaks, but most of the time, one little tweak is what sets it off. Okay. So okay, now let's go all the way back to teaching visionaries. if I'm evaluating somebody and I know that this person is going to be a leader in my company, meaning I am hiring you because I am hoping that you're going to become a leader. I am asking them questions about that. How do you come up with new ideas? How often do you do that? What do you like? Go at their process. You'll never be able to determine if they're a visionary. You talk to me, Andy's a YouTuber. Yeah, go look at my video. It's got 2.5 million views on it. It's one of the worst videos ever. I didn't know that was going to be a hit, right? Kind of thing. So, I mean, this is like, and then somebody's like, oh my God, he knew how to do that. No, I didn't. I just kept talking, right? Kind of thing. Hey, where'd you go? Come on. You guys, wait, you guys, is this resonating with you? Yeah. Like Kara and I were looking at we weren't even paying attention. I was like, hey, can you go and look at this YouTube channel? Hey, look what I noticed. This video right here that was like an answer to somebody's live office hours question that I didn't even think about. And we cut it and threw it up there for 2 seconds, made how much money? Right. Kind of thing. We didn't know we were being smart. We just kept putting it out. And that to me is what I think ultimately helps you become a visionary is you've done so much that you know what's going to happen. The causes and effects you've seen them. So if you're evaluating or hiring somebody like that, that's what I would be looking at. What's your process for improving your organization? What's your process for improving your team? How do you go about it? What else do you do? How do you generate? Like if you're not getting, how do you generate ideas? What do you come up with? What factors do you use to decide if you're going to implement them? I don't know. I don't use any factors. I just put it out there. Right. I like look for the traits that somebody's going to have that's going to have them invent thousands of things. And they're going to come up with one genius invention that's going to change the way the business is run, the market moves or whatever. That's to me what you look for.
Okay. And then you just protect them. You just make sure that they're
right. You give them what they need and you get the hell out of their way.
Okay. All right. No, that's good. That's good. All right.
Cool.
So I'm not killing myself. That's just it is. People either have it or they don't, or they build it, they come along with it and they have it.
That's right. Well, basically what you're looking for. So wait, hang on. I don't want to get off this because this is really important because I know a lot of you run businesses and a lot of you run teams. And I had a CEO that we were milewalk recruited for, and she would say to me, Andy, I'm really bad at predicting the good performers. I said, that's because has nothing to do with, or I'm bad at predicting the future performance of these individuals. Like that's because you're looking at the wrong things. You think people who understand how to, code that network are going to be stars. No, you need to look at your best performers, look at their foundational traits and say the people that perform the best in my company have these 5 things about them. And then you go and evaluate those abilities or capabilities in your interviewing. So what you just asked me is, well, is there a way to detect? Because I don't think a visionary is built. I think that comes from within. I think there are characteristics about people that will ultimately make them visionaries. You need to look for those. So when any of you guys are hiring, and I talked about this in the hiring session too, is you're looking for the most foundational traits. So when it comes to visionary, a lot of it has to do with they're at the plate all the time. You know what a great book is that you guys should read on this topic? Adam Grant's Originals is a fantastic book about this. It's very much in line with what I'm sharing here about taking your swings, but that's a really good one.
Okay.
Adam Grant's Originals. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Cool. All right, buddy. Hey, feel better. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
I'll see you.